Hey everybody, my name is Jennifer and welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I am going to show you how I did a tip-in to go along with my Hebrews 4:16 Bible study on coming boldly before the throne. So right here you see my Spiralbible. And in this Bible, which I really love, it is completely spiral bound. It looks just like a spiral bound notebook that you would use for school. It lays flat, all the fun stuff. But when you get inside, you have your scripture right here and all of this space to take notes. So I went ahead and did a Bible study on Hebrews 4:16 in here. And I'm going to link that video below where I did that Bible study. But here is the Bible study, and here is the tip-in I did for this Bible study. So I told you guys in that video that I had some phrases on coming boldly because the scripture says, "Let us therefore draw near with boldness unto the throne of grace that we may receive mercy and may find grace to help us in time of need." So I said I wanted to put these phrases with come boldly specifically in this big wide margin, but I was taking all these notes. So I was like, what better way to add these phrases than with a tip in? So here's what I did. This is actually a piece of, well, let me start. It was a just a regular piece of letter size paper, and I went in and created a Word doc. And in that Word document, you can add columns. So I actually added 3 columns in this Word document because I knew one of those columns was going to be perfect to fit right here in this margin space, right? So this is actually where I tore that column off, and this is where I was kind of doing a test run. So when I was making it, and you just look, this is a regular standard letter size piece of paper. That's what this size is, 8.5 by 11. So I knew I had plenty of room to work. So I started, this is my test in that column, and I was just typing out those phrases that I wanted to put in here, right? I picked my font. I left some room. This is actually the margin that was already set up in my Word document. So I left that alone. I left the margin up top and the bottom alone. I just left it alone because I was like, you know what? I need room to put this in the Bible, attach it to the Bible page. And I didn't want to have too much up here, so I left room where I could tear it off, because if you've watched some of my other videos where I've added notes and stuff, I love the torn edge look. So then I also tore off the bottom. So here is my tip-in. What I did is once I typed it out, I deleted the boldly right here. I made the font a bit bigger, and then I took my stamp that comes with the, sorry, I'm reaching for my kit here. So this is the Creative Retreats kit, Come Boldly. So I took my stamp right here from the kit, and I picked a color that's going to match with the kit as well as some of my highlighters that I used. And I just stamped boldly before each phrase, and then I used my sticker. And then how I attached it, I've got this margin space right here. So I taped a little bit of tape on the edge of my paper, and then I folded it over and attached it to the page on the back. And that still leaves me with all this room right here to take notes on this scripture. But I'm still attached, you guys. I still have plenty of room. And the best part about it is I'm boldly seeing what it means. If I open it up, here are my notes that I took in that Bible study video to go along with these 3 scripture verses, verses 14, 15, and 16. I still have room here for notes on Hebrews 5 and this portion of scripture from chapter 6. But I now have added all this additional space where I can either put a prayer, I can do some more word studies in this section. And what a great way to add a tip in to your Spiralbible page. And you have made so much more room for taking notes. Again, if you are artistic, you can do artistic journaling, you can write prayers. But I love how that just tips in like that. I added a couple of stickers from the kit. And guys, that is it. That is how I added this tip in to my Spiralbible. There are so many other ways that you could have added a tip in. You could have done it up top. You could have done it over here where your flap would open like this. But I did not want to cover up my scripture part, so I left all the scripture part blank. So here's a helpful tip. When you are doing a tip in your Spiralbible, if you use and want to type anything up in a Word document, make sure you use and do a 3-column in your Word document, because one column perfectly fits right here. And then here would be the other 2 columns. And again, you can adjust your margins to fit appropriately. But again, I needed this to have a little more blank space so I could tape it and secure it really good to my page so I know it's not going to go anywhere. But yeah, you can totally adjust your margins. And guys, that is how easy it is to add a tip in to your Spiralbible, so you can double your note-taking space, do some artistic journaling, or whatever else you want to do. And this is my Come Boldly phrases that goes along with my Hebrews 4:16 Bible study. If you have any questions, make sure you comment below in the comments. I would love to help answer your questions on adding a tip in. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this very quick video, and I hope you guys have a joyful day. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and come back for more content. I would love to have you back. Thank you so much. Have a joyful day. Bye-bye.